Jovial?
Came quickly.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
And then I wrote it all out. And what?
20 minutes. That's what we were talking about earlier. You got a slam dunk. You go in, you do it. It's wonderful. You can't improve it.
Right. Well, I think you can. I mean, I tweak here and there. I like to do that. That's fun. But honestly, this song just kind of rolled out. And another song came out like that I have several that come out that way. But another one that came out in about 15 minutes was on Blue by Nature's first album, Blue to the Bone, and that was One of These Days. It just kind of comes out, and I write it for a second. I go, oh my gosh, this is going to write a song about it. Like to hear it?
Sometimes,
and then you write it down.
Sometimes the best stuff comes out like
that happens. Yeah, I love it. I love that.
Yeah. Sometimes the best stuff comes out. It just hits you, and you know it's there. John, did you have a comment you wanted to jump in here with?
Oh, just the the overall nature of that song. It has many elements in life that I've always been attuned to, and things that I've the messages that I've adhered to, and I can't offer any critique of the song because there's nothing wrong with it.
Good.
There's just nothing wrong with it. It's just so damn good. I love it.
Aww, thank you.
And I just I was trying to think, well, who does this remind me of? I mean, there are bands from the 60s and early 70s that might have a little similarity to what you're doing, but I don't know, not even close enough to make a comparison of you sound like this, you sound like that. But no, I think that you sound like Karen Lawrence.
Aw, thank you.
And that's
very nice.
That's the best you can do is to be yourself. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it goes to what we were talking about earlier with Fred about the gut feeling, the heart that's in a lot of American music. And I think Fred was right. You do have that feel, and you can reach inside and pull out that emotion. But beyond that, you can also express it so others can hear and feel it as well. And that's
such a compliment. That's such a compliment.
Real good.
Because it's one thing to find it and to write it. It's another thing to be able to express it. And they're two different things for me. As a writer, I love writing, and a lot of things come out. They pop out like I'm maybe talking to myself and go, "You're going to see what happens. Watch what happens next." And maybe I'm being dramatic or I'm pissed off or I'm happy or whatever, but it'll blurt out, and then I'll complete it as a tune, right? But to be able to express it and to finish it and make it do something that's really cool. And I want to say something. Remember, you guys were talking about American music. One thing that I think about American music that is very, very cool, I think we expect that emotion. It's expected in American music to be able to hit that emotional depth. And I just think that, I've sung other music, really. I've done a lot of singing of European music when I was in a Russian band in L.A. And it just, some music is like that, like gypsy music. But I think Americana, they just want to hear it. You've got to deliver that emotion.
Exactly.
It's expected in the lyric, in the music. And by the way, hip-hop is really fun to dance to. And can you imagine trying to stay on top in a hip-hop world? Can you imagine? It's just a different genre. It's just a different thing. I mean, it's a different animal. And, I can't do it, but I do like to dance to some of it. But what an unusual kind of music that is.
Yeah, it is.
It really
definitely.
is. I mean, it's a world.
Absolutely.
It's a whole world.
Yeah, it is. And before we run out of time here, I want to mention again to both of you that I have that page on Facebook, The David Bowers Awards, where you can post anything of your music, your rumors, whatever you want, your new releases, you're going into the studio, whatever you want to share. That's what that page is there for my guests to post their information on. And as I've said before, please stay in touch with us. Let us know what's going on, because we'd like to follow your careers, and we'd like to spread the word, too, and help you in any way we can. You've always got a home here on the David Bowers Awards. And John Bon Jovial, before we run out of time, I know you want to jump in with something.
Well, I just wanted to, mention, again, going back to I Couldn't Help But Love You, is that it seems that your expression, your expressiveness is from the heart, and if it's not, then you should get an Academy Award.
It is. No, it is, and that's where I like to go. That's my challenge when I'm playing, because I play guitar and I'm singing at the same time, and it's the hard part is that I'm also occupied playing guitar. Anyway, it's just a never-ending struggle and wonderful struggle to try to go there. Every time I do one of our songs or one of my songs now, I want to go there for the audience. I just think it's authentic. That's where I want to deliver it. I want to be back at that emotion.
Yep, the audience can tell that too. You're right, they do expect it, and they can tell when it's real. And, well, the title of the next song we're going to play by you kind of says it all. You say, I'll get along all right. And I believe you will get along all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Karen Lawrence, I'll get along all right.
Is your hat, honey? Don't trip on your way out. Oh, now. Easy, don't hurt yourself. I still care about you, baby. I do. And we can still be friends. You can pay me back that money you want. All your dancing plans have gone awry. If you won't be the man, I'll have to give someone else a try. Well, you can break my heart, baby, you can tear it all apart. I'll get along all right. Yeah, go on and leave me flat.
Oh, yeah, there you go. The real deal. That's Karen Lawrence. We want to thank you, Karen and Fred Hostetler, for joining us. And you be sure and come back. Let's see, where are you? You're supposed to be right about there. We want to thank you again for being here with us today. And y'all come back and hear us and see us again. You hear?
Happy to be here. Right. Thank you very much. David, John, thank you so much. Fred, I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Okay.
You got to thank you guys. Okay. Thank you both so much. John Bon Jovial, take us home.
Yes, sir. It's been a great show today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us. You've done it again. Spent another quality hour with the David Bowers Awards, which, by the way, happens to be broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and from the Valley of the Sun in beautiful Tempe, Arizona. We are available for free on Blog Talk Radio, also on YouTube, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spreaker, Amazon, Alexa devices, as well as all those other places that you may be prone to getting your favorite podcasts. Click the follow link on our Blog Talk Radio page, and be sure to like The David Bowers on Facebook as well as Twitter. And join us next week for the David Bowers Awards, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern on WRFZ-FM 106.3. That's Rochester Free Radio. And, of course, on Blog Talk Radio, Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. UTC for more great indie music and talk with the artists that do make it happen. So until next week, for the David Bowers, I am yours truly, John Bon Jovial, saying thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.